As we mark 10 years of CBS 58 Sunday Morning, a nod to the inspiration for our weekly collection of uplifting stories, the Emmy Award-winning news magazine, CBS Sunday Morning. Its host was gracious enough to spend some time with us recently. We asked for 15 minutes. She gave us more than 30. Here's part of my conversation with legendary broadcast journalist Jane Pauley. Jane Pauley, I'm so happy that you're able to share in our 10-year anniversary of CBS 58 Sunday Morning.
I'm so glad to be included, and really glad you're there. And if Sunday Morning was an inspiration for the show that you do in Milwaukee, I'll bet it's a pretty interesting program.
It's fantastic, and we take great pride in it, all of us, our entire team.
Where did you come from? Are you local Milwaukee?
You know, I have Wisconsin roots. Born in Green Bay, raised north of Green Bay, went to school in La Crosse, worked in Milwaukee and Green Bay. And so, yes, we both have Midwestern roots. You're Indiana born and raised, right?
Yes, and for reasons I cannot explain and do not understand, the Green Bay Packers were the first football team I ever cared about.
Oh, do you still care about them?
Well, yes. How can you forget your first love?
Right, right.
Absolutely.
Charles Kuralt, back in 1979, the first 6 words out of his mouth in the first episode of Sunday Morning was, "Good morning. Here begins something new." You know, and so we began something new here 10 years ago in Milwaukee. And thank you for waking up with us on this. Sunday Morning has evolved, of course, but I believe it's still stayed true to Charles Kuralt's vision of delivering inspiring, uplifting, gentler stories.
That's absolutely true. I mean, of course, it's evolved as times have changed, but no, if it has a voice, and I think authenticity is the cornerstone. Charles Kuralt promised to meet interesting people, ordinary people who you don't normally see on television and on the road, as he did. That's the kind of story that we tell.
Turns out to be a full-time job.
I remember the handoff between you and Charles Osgood 9 years ago.
I'm proud to tell you that my successor will be someone we all know and think the world of. Jane Pauley.
You know this to be true. Sometimes a sentence can be written that works really well on the page, but is hard to read. Mm-hmm. And I'll find myself, how would Charlie do this?
I know, it sounds strange to me too, but here we are.
He was a radio man, and being a radio man, he knew how to talk to people in a real voice.
Now then, the first order of business, if I have this right, is the best medicine.
He used to say that he was talking to his sister in Nebraska. You know, sometimes people ask, you know, are you talking to that woman in Nebraska?
It's a museum dedicated
and
to an
I say, no, I'm pretty much looking at a camera. But I'm looking at a camera knowing people are there.
Sunday morning.
Sunday morning, I know there are people there. And it's a special day and time to be watching TV.
It is appointment TV for so many people. You know, I'll be in a grocery store, Jane, and someone will come up to me and say, I've watched CBS Sunday Morning for decades. And now I get up an hour earlier to watch Milwaukee's version, and then Jane Pauley. And I cannot think of a better compliment than that.
No, I can't either. And so we're sort of related. In a lot of people's minds, we go together. We have a big fan club among toddlers who hear the trumpet,
yes,
and race to the television to see Jane Pauley.
Good morning. I'm Jane Pauley.
I know perfectly well the reason Jane Pauley means something to these toddlers is because Sunday morning is when mom and dad are quiet. Maybe they're having coffee with a newspaper. Maybe they're folding laundry. But they're not going anywhere for a while. And that quiet Sunday together is associated with me. And I couldn't be more honored.
Jane, I know I speak for the many, many viewers and fans here in Wisconsin when I say we look forward to seeing you when the trumpet sounds again next Sunday morning. Thank you so much for your time.
Well done. Thank you.